I am from basically from India, but I work for APM Terminals, which is a Danish company, and I work in Angola. I have been entrusted by my company to come up draft the business continuity management plan. So I'm basically in charge of developing the BCP plan for my organization, and we have around 1,000 employees. So I'm looking forward to making that plan with a team. I have heard from a couple of colleagues that they have tremendously benefited from this training program, so they recommended me. So I looked and I found that there is a course happening in Singapore, so I chose this one. Because that was the first one available, so I would have preferred something in the Gulf. But unfortunately I didn't find one there because it would have been closer. Nothing wrong with anything in Singapore, but that would have been geographically more close. They are all very good. They have been very understanding, and they have been answering our questions, and very, very helpful. When I came to this course, I had many doubts about concepts and things like that, and how we actually go about doing it. So after attending the course, I'm much more confident about initiating this BCP program in the company. I'm not saying I have learned everything that is required, but at least I am now confident enough to start the process. And probably, I mean, if I need some external help, I would then ask for it. I would like to see that, the course is very much divided into different portions. What I would like to see is a little bit more hands-on activities during the course of the period. And also the day 3, which is the implementation part. I would really like it to be a little bit more than a day probably, because that is the core of how to create a BCP, and sometimes people need to spend a little bit more time. So I would have more time allocated for that day.